Hi, I'm Mimi, and this is a short 10-minute New Year refreshing sequence. A few poses, hopefully it'll make you feel more refreshed for the start of the new year. So we'll start lying back on our backs for a little twist, and that twist can bring out the kinks. Knees bent, arms out to the side. Shift your bum over to the right. And as you inhale, bring the knees into your chest. As you exhale, twist the knees to the left, wringing out the spine. Take a full deep breath in here. And a full deep breath out here. And then take one more full inhalation. With your exhale, untwist, bringing the knees back to center, the feet onto the yoga mat, the hips over to the left side, the bum, and then second side, same twist. Inhale the knees to your chest. Exhale the knees over to your right side. And inhale, full breath in. Exhale, full breath out. Inhalation. And untwist, exhaling. Set the knees and feet back down, not knees actually, just feet. Then inhale the knees into your chest. Exhale, right ankle crosses over left, rock up to sitting. And I'll stay sitting facing my side to you so you can see the shape of my spine. Sort of like a cat and cow, but sitting. So inhale, the interlaced fingers lift up overhead. There's a little back bend up at the top. My sitting bones are rooting. Exhaling, hollow out the belly and chest, just like you might do for cat and cow, reaching the hands and palms forward gently as the heart and chest rock back. We'll do that 2 more times. I'm inhaling and rocking to the fronts of my sit bones, opening across the shoulders, feeling that refreshing feeling through the chest. Exhaling, hollowing out the belly and the chest again. As the chest draws back, my hands and arms reach forward. 1 more time. Inhale, I'm rocking to the fronts of my sit bones, back bending a little bit up and back with the arms. Exhale, rocking to the backs of my sit bones. Chest moves back, concaving the belly as the arms and hands move forward. Then, inhaling, sitting up into a neutral spine, hands release. Exhaling, feet all the way around back behind you, coming onto all fours. And as you inhale, spread those fingers wide. Exhale, tuck the toes for a downward facing dog. So, as you're lifting, inhale and root the fingers, spread the toes, feet about hips distance wide. So as you're exhaling, just look for the length of the spine, reaching along through the crown of the head, up through the tailbone back. Then inhale, the right leg can lift up, a down dog split. Exhale, lunge. So that right foot, step it inside your right hand, back knee, you lower it onto the mat. You can always double fold the left side of the mat if the knee feels sensitive. Then inhale, Anjaneyasana. You're lifting the arms, lifting the fronts of the hips up as the whole pelvic structure moves forward and down. Then as you exhale, release those hands down. Pivot on your back knees. You're going to lift the back foot, pivot the foot in, slide and walk the hands to the left, letting that right leg straighten out, left hand lowers down, lift the right arm up. As you exhale, you're going to slide back up into what's called gate pose, Parigasana. So reaching that right arm out, lowering the hand down, lift the left arm, and slide into a good sideways bend. When I laterally bend, sideways bend, can feel so good for the lungs, really opening for the chest and the heart. Very good stuff to do at the start of the new year. Inhale, release coming up. Exhale, left hand slides down to the back of the mat. And then you can either keep that bottom knee down as a variation, top arm up. You can also root that left hand down, stack your 2 feet into what's called side arm plank, Vinyasa. So take a full breath or 2 here. See if you can feel like you're in mountain pose, but on the side. So the crown of the head reaches forward, tailbone reaches back, feet are active. And then lowering that bottom knee down again. Inhale, rise back up, spin back around, lunging that front right foot. Step back, take a little downward facing dog again, and we'll move through optionally a Vinyasa. So you inhale forward, you exhale the knees down or the legs straight in Chaturanga. Inhaling up dog or cobra, and exhaling downward dog. We'll do the whole thing on the left side. Left leg, inhale, lift that leg up. Exhale, lunge the foot, lower the back knee. Ooh, that's my bones cracking. Maybe pad up that back knee, lift up the arms, breath in. As you're here, front hips are lifting, exhale, the whole pelvic structure lowers down. Take another full breath. Really nice to open across the chest, make some room in the pelvis. Exhaling, the hands come down. Then again, like the first side, you lift your back foot, you're pivoting on that back knee. You're reaching around with the right hand, and your left leg moves towards straight. You come up from that, inhaling. Left hand down, right arm up for Parigasana, gate pose. Exhaling into that clean side stretch. The whole right side, the lung opens. When you're breathing out, you might explore a little bit of a deeper, clean reach over to the left. Inhaling, coming back up. Right hand lowers to the mat again. You might stay with the bottom knee down as you lift the left arm up. Same option though on the first side we did with the bottom leg stacked underneath the top leg, Vinyasa, side arm plank. Take a couple breaths. Feeling Tadasana, mountain pose, crown of the head reaches away from the tailbone and heels. And if the bottom leg is straight, set that knee down again. Inhale, rising up. Exhale, turning back around to that front. And then letting the front knee slide back alongside the back knee. Sit back for a moment, and you might double fold the center of the mat so that your knees are a bit more cushioned. You can set your knees up like that onto that more cushioned mat. Lift your hips right over the knees, tuck the toes optionally, or have the feet flat. You're chromically, which means stage by stage, wise progression, chromically moving into this pose called Ustrasana, backbending, camel pose. Inhale, tailbone down, crown of the head up and back. Exhale, gentle upward, backward movement of the spine. You want to not take it in the low back, so you might stay here. If it's available, it feels okay for your back, then you let your hands come to the heels. You're ballooning the front of the chest. Again, if that's okay, you can also have the feet flat. You're reaching back to the heels and opening across the front of the chest. If there's no injury to the neck, you can reach the chin up, reach it back. Breathing. On an exhale, you lift up like you're coming out of a sit-up or coming into a little abdominal support to lift you up. As you exhale, lower the hips back down. You can unfold your double fold of the mat. And we're going to do a pose called Sage twist, Vinyasa. So sliding the feet over to the left, kind of like you're sitting side saddle, or one of my friends described it as sitting like you're sitting down for a picnic with a big skirt on. Then your left hand, bring it palm turned away from you outside your right thigh. Your right hand behind the back. So very gentle twist to twist out that back bend. Bringing out last year, making a little room for this year. Just a refreshing posture to do at the beginning and start of a year, or any time really. And then exhaling, coming out of that twist to the right. You can slide the fingers forward, changing the legs over. So now your feet over to the right and your hips are sitting down to the left. Your right hand, palm turns away from the thigh. You draw the body twisting to the left, and your left fingers turn outwards, which helps this left shoulder rotate out. Vinyasa, sage twist. Feeling from the tailbone down all the way through the crown of the head up, that rotation, that twist. Steady breathing. Exhaling to untwist. And then move the legs forwards. Slide a little bit forward towards the front of your yoga mat. That way you have room behind you. And you lie down onto your back. Releasing with a pose called Happy Baby for the hips, for the feeling of length in the spine. You could hold the backs of the knees, you could hold the outer edges, or outer ankles rather, or outer edges of the feet. A breath or two there. And releasing, exhaling, feet down. And then for the final pose, Savasana. This one's really, really refreshing. If you've got a little more time, you can stay longer here. Otherwise, even just a minute or two can do quite a lot of good, get a lot done. If you're ready to come out of your Savasana, deepening your breath. Letting the head turn. Fingers move, the toes move. Bending the knees in, resting the feet down. Inhaling the arms back overhead. Just letting the body roll to either side, left or right. From your side, slide back up into sitting. You might notice after just a short practice, 10 minutes or so, how the body feels, if there is kind of a little bit of a refreshing quality, being stretched out, twisted out, and a little bit of back bending to open around the chest and the shoulders and the heart. Hope you have a great start to 2017. Namaste.